greetings, my V family all over the world. This is your chief, Lei Ho Ma, Ni Hao. Alright, I am currently in the beautiful island of Hong Kong after going to China. I spent 2 days in China, 2 days in Hong Kong, spent the whole day in the Hong Kong office today, met the unbelievable warriors of QNet, QI. Alright, and I wanted to show you some surprise. So while I was in China, alright, I decided to do some shopping. So I bought this DJI, you know DJI. So DJI is a camera, which I'll record my future Wednesday message. And it's so cool, okay? You just have to turn it like that. It switches on, alright? The camera is on, you can see me. That's me on my DJI camera, alright? So the camera can move. Okay, you can see basically all around, you can move it around. It is so cool. And then you switch it off and it automatically switches off. Can you see? Okay, and then you put it into the holder like that, and ta-da, you have the DJI camera. Okay, this is it. Now I'm going to be a VTuber. I'm going to walk around the world. Hello, greetings. And I got a memory card which can record 2 hours. So I'll just record and then give it to Loreen. Loreen, I did it. I bought something. Now, 99.99%, I'm not going to use this more than 3 days, as everyone knows. Alright, so if I don't use it, I'm going to give it away to a lucky winner somewhere around in the world. Alright, and all you have to do is we'll run a competition on my Insta page and I give it to you when I see you at VCon. Alright, mine. Alright, so welcome to my Wednesday message from Hong Kong. And today, I always talk about many topics, okay? And today, once again, I feel like I need to talk to you. You, my downline. You, the warrior of Japa and Datu Sri. You, the person who is on this journey right now. Okay, whoever you are. You just signed up. You haven't signed up. Please sign up. We are the greatest organization in the world, the greatest opportunity in the world. You're halfway through your journey and you're seeing results. You're halfway through your journey, you're not seeing results. You have been long time in the journey and seeing unbelievable results. And you've been long time in the journey and not seeing enough results. Whoever you are, listen very carefully. Alright, I made this kind of message a long time ago, and I wanted it to be a reminder to all of you. Okay, and even the corporate guys watching, okay, please listen carefully to what your chief is saying. Okay, the first thing I realize that who we are today, all right, we were born as an empty cup. We were born as a baby, gaga goo goo. We didn't know anything. And our journey of life shaped us, made us into who we are today. And who we are today is an accumulation of good things and bad things. There's not a single person in the planet who were shaped only with goodness. We all have our weaknesses. We all have our challenges. And nobody's perfect. Not me, not Japa, not Dato Sri Vijay. None of us perfect. We are just who we are. And the first thing you have to do is accept who you are. Don't hate yourself. Learn to love yourself. Because you cannot love other people. You cannot love what you do. You cannot love anything if you do not love who you are. Alright? And don't regret who you are today. Don't think I'm lazy, I'm useless, I'm not seeing results. And don't be too hard on yourself. Do you understand? Because it is not completely your fault of who you are today. And listen very carefully. You were brought up by your parents. They had a lot to do with who you are today. You grew up with your siblings and your friends and your childhood friends. They had a lot to do with who you are today. You went to a schooling system, whether in Middle East, Central Asia, Africa, Asia, Europe, all right, America, doesn't matter. Your schooling system contributed to who you are today. Your experiences in life, falling in love, getting your heart broken, trying something and failing, failing exams, succeeding exams, all right, achieving victory, but also facing failure. People liking you, not liking you, whether you were the popular kid or not the popular kid, all right? All of this totality creates who you are today. Now, that is the truth and that is the fact. Now, don't regret who you are today. Don't dislike who you are today. Accept, embrace who you are today. Be proud. Look at the positive. Count your blessings. Be grateful. Look for positivity somewhere in your journey of life. We must have done something good. You must have helped somebody. You must have achieved some level of greatness, and celebrate that. Okay? However, here's the good news. Whoever you are today, you are capable of changing every day, every minute, every second. You can change to become better or to become worse. You can be the best version of yourself next week if you choose to. You have that ability to change. You have the ability to let go of the bad and keep the good and get more good and become a better version of yourself. If you're a failure your whole life, it doesn't matter. You can start succeeding this tomorrow. All right? If you were shy your whole life, you can start being not shy tomorrow. We as a species, as human beings, have this tremendous ability to change. This is the only greatest ability we have as humans. All right? That God gave us a gift to be able to decide and change. Decide, act and change. Decide, create a habit and change. Decide, do something repeatedly and change and change and change. And if you change and after 3 years you are unhappy with who you are, change again. You have the ability to constantly evolve, change and become a new you. You can be born again every Monday if you choose to do it. All right? And this ability, not many people have. And one of the fundamental reasons why people struggle in life, why people don't achieve success, why people don't like themselves, why people struggle to have beautiful relationships or to find happiness is because they are too stubborn, too arrogant, too full cup to change. Do you understand? To change. I met somebody a long time ago who didn't like smiling. The whole time his face is like this. And he told me, Chief, I cannot change. This is who I am. I don't smile. And then I told him, try. Just 1 minute, smile. So he smiled like this. And eventually he smiled. I see, you did it. From somebody who couldn't smile, now you are a moron smiling. And you can do it again tomorrow. So whoever you are today, you can be better tomorrow. You can be better the next day. You can be the greatest next month. Do you understand? This is 100% up to you. Nobody else. It is your choice, your decision, your discipline, your sacrifice, your commitment. It is 100% in your control. Now, why we don't do it? This is the question. Everyone asks me, Chief, if I can change and become a better person tomorrow. I help some people change. It took me months to get them to change. It took me drastic actions to get them to change. But eventually they change and I'm proud of them. I was a stubborn, arrogant, full cup moron. Do you understand? Dato Sri literally had to grab me by my shirt to help me change. Okay? And why people don't change? Firstly, it's because of fear. They're afraid of who they could become. They're comfortable with who they are. Even if it's bad, they're comfortable. They got used to being who they are. They cannot see themselves as something different. The fear of change is the number one reason why people don't change. Number two, it's pure arrogance. It's pure, old-fashioned, full cup, ego-driven arrogance, where they think, I'm good enough. The problem is the world, not me. The problem is the QNet plan, not me. The problem is the prospects, not me. The problem is the sky, not me. The problem is my neighbor, not me. The problem is that person, not me. The problem is Gen Alpha, not me. The problem is AI, not me. It is you. You are the problem. If you refuse to change, don't blame the world. All right? When you have the ability to do something and you don't do it, it's 100% your fault. You are holding yourself back, not the world. So today, I want you to start the process of change. Start the process of change. I've done this many times in my life. Even now, I'm doing it. I've reached a point in my life where I think I need to change and evolve to become a better Pathman Senathirajah. I know you think, Chief, you're great. I love you, Chief. I hope you're saying that. All right, Chief, you're great. You're perfect. We love you, Chief. All right. But I think it's time for change. I think I need to change and evolve and grow to the next era of Pathman Senathirajah. And I'll tell you how I do it. The first thing I do is I be honest with myself. I be honest and I write down the things, the characteristics, the personality problems, the ego problems that I have. And I list it down on a piece of paper. I write down all my weaknesses, everything I believe is holding me back. And I'm honest with myself. All right? I'm honest with myself. And this I do alone first. Me and myself, like Mauna, like sphere of silence, you know. It's me, myself. And I love doing it when I'm on a trip because I have time alone at night. I'm in my hotel room and I have time to do this. And I've been doing it now for 3 nights. And this is my 4th night. After recording this Wednesday message, I'll go back into what Pathman needs to change. All right? After I do this, I will go to somebody I respect who is willing to be honest with me, an independent point of reference. Somebody who's willing to be honest with me. Japa, Datu Sri Vijay, Kuna, JR, Sati, Arun, Adli. You understand? I'll go to somebody, and tell them this is what I identified as the things that are not good in Pathman today. Because 27 years, I've accumulated a lot of good things, but I've also accumulated a lot of bad habits and a lot of bad things. So I give the list to somebody I respect. Must be somebody you respect. Somebody who has an independent point of reference. And give them the list and tell them, do you agree? Do you want to add? Do you want to remove something? And be honest. Be honest with me. And that person will go through it. And after I get that list from that person, that becomes my final list. Then I put it down. And everything I want to change, I have to do 2 things. Number 1, I must stop doing something. I must stop doing something. If I talk too much, I should talk less. All right? If I judge people too fast, I don't judge anymore. You understand? If I react too fast, I stop reacting. If I'm eating too much sugar, I stop eating sugar. I stop something first. Change requires you to stop something. Change requires you to trigger stop. And then the second is to start something new that will create a new Pathman. You understand? All right? You understand? So if I'm doing exercise in the gym and that is now my comfort zone and it's become my weakness and it's feeding my ego sometimes, I stop the gym, but I have to start something. Maybe I start yoga. Maybe I start meditation. Maybe I start swimming, or whether I start walking. I just do something different to trick my mind, to kill the old and let the new begin. All right? If I do presentation, okay, every Monday, I will stop and I'll start doing it on Tuesday just to trick my brain. So Tuesday is like a new day to do presentation. If I'm doing 4 presentations a week and that has become my comfort zone, I push myself and I do 7 a week and do more than Rule 3. You understand? If I have no quality prospects, then I force myself to create quality prospects. All right? If I don't take my TAT seriously, all right, I start taking my TAT very seriously by finding a new upline to do TAT because my existing upline is a comfort zone. So I now do TAT with somebody else also. Somebody who will give me more feedback than my current upline. You understand? All right, if I wake up every day at 5 in the morning, I will change and wake up at 4:30 or 5:30 or 6 o'clock. It requires you to stop doing something that has been a habit and start doing something new that creates a new habit that will create a new destiny, a new character, a new personality trait in you. And you have to change. If you constantly lose your temper, then you stop losing your temper. Don't react to anyone. If you're addicted to social media, you stop social media and start watching movies again, maybe. You understand? You need to stop something and start something. That's the only way you will change. Are you guys with me now? And you need to constantly, every 1 year, every 2 years, I do this every 5 or 6 years, where I try my best to create a new version of myself. Because this is the only ability we have that nobody else has. So this Wednesday message is about honesty. Are you working hard enough? Maybe you need to work harder. All right, if you're working 6 hours a day in networking, maybe you need to put 12 hours a day in network marketing. If you're coming back at 10 o'clock, then start coming back at 2 o'clock in the morning. Be safe, but come back at 2 o'clock in the morning. All right, if you're doing 1 Zoom call a week, then you do 10 Zoom calls a week. I don't care. Just do more if you feel you're not working hard. All right, if you think you're falling into a comfort zone, go and find a Coach B and surrender to that Coach B. It could be an upline. It could be a Shaolin monk master who teaches you, Kung Fu. You understand or not? If you're doing 10 push-ups a day, start doing 20 push-ups a day. Just create change in your actions, in your habits, and you will create a brand new you. I promise you this. All right? You understand? If you're a vegetarian who eat eggs, stop eating eggs. If you're vegan who don't eat cheese, start eating cheese. You understand or not? All right? But just change drastically what you do, and it will change who you are. Because your journey the past few years have become so predictable, so boring, so repetitious, so predictable and boring and repetitious and depressing that it has created you. You want to create a new you. You have to change everything you do. Change your hairstyle. All right? Change the way you dress. If you always wear t-shirts, wear a suit. If you always wear a suit, wear a t-shirt. You always wear formal shoes. No, I'm not going to wear a suit. All right? If you always wear formal shoes, wear sneakers. If you have never used a camera, buy a camera and use it. All right? If you have never recorded a selfie video on your iPad, start doing it. Are you guys with me? But change. Change. Because the way you are too long will create the same results. So if you're not seeing new results in your business, if you're not seeing new results in your relationship, if you're not seeing new results in your life, don't try to create new results. Don't try to change the results. Change yourself. When you change, your results will change. When you change, everything around you will change. I promise you this. And we are a creature of habit. We do the same thing every time. It's time to change. Do the same with your kids. If you're feeding them a certain time, move it by half an hour. Break their routine. It will evolve their personality. Break routine. It will create a new you. Kill your routine. Create a brand new routine. Create a brand new life. If you are single and you're staying in one city, move to another city. If you're staying in a house, move to another house. It will completely transform who you are, I promise you. Move to another country. Move to another city. All right? Change your car. Okay? You understand or not? But change. Change the way you do things. Change the way you dress. Change the way you eat. If you always go to one cafe, change to another cafe. You always go to one salon, change to another salon. You understand? Doctor, maybe don't change. If he's a good doctor, stay with the doctor. You understand? But just change everything around you. Change the way you do everything. And you will become a brand new you. There'll be a new version of you. And then, trust me, your results will change. When you change, your results change. When your habits change, a new you is born. And that new you will create unbelievable results on your journey and your relationships and everything else. We are the only creation of God that has the ability to change and evolve. It is moronic if you don't use this God-given ability constantly, consistently, change, evolve, and you will continuously become a better version of yourself. Kill the old you, like I said before. Love you guys.